Hey, what's up everybody? Hashem here with Flat Fee Landlord Property Management. We are a third-party property manager for individual landlords and investor in the greater Houston area. Today in the short video, I want to go over the number one question that landlords have when they call our office, and that is the decision to decide if they want to sell the property or rent the property that they currently have. I'm going to go over real quickly the pros and cons of each side so that way you as a landlord have the tools and the knowledge and the questions answered that you need answered in order to make a decision that is going to help you move forward and make sound financial sense as well as some emotional sense for you as well. So real quick, let's go over the pros of selling your property. All right, if you are currently in a property, you probably bought it. If you weren't a real estate investor, let's just say you're a typical person that bought a home, they planned on living in it for many years. However, life happens and things change, whether you got a job transfer or unfortunately a death in the family, or maybe in addition to the family, and you may have to upsize. Now you have to move out of that property that you originally bought and go into a different property. What do you do with your current home? Do you sell it or do you rent it? Well, that comes down to whatever your goals are as an individual. If you have equity in that home, let's say you bought it 10 years ago, and since that time, the value of your real estate has gone up, and you want to cash out the money from that investment so you can use it either towards your next home or save it or put it into a business or invest it however way you want to, then obviously selling your home is going to be your best option. Okay, so that's number one. You get to cash out on equity that you may have in that property. Pro number one for selling your home. All right. Second pro of selling your home is going to be that once you sold it, you're done. You don't have to worry about that property anymore. You don't have to worry about the water heater going out, a leaky roof, leaky pipes, whatever it may be. You're done. You don't have to do anything with that property. You wash your hands of it and you're done with it. All right, so those are pretty much the two pros that come with selling your property. Now, real quickly, we're going to go into the cons of selling your property. All right, so what are some bad things that may happen when you sell your home? Well, the flip side of everything we just talked about. Let's say you don't have, you're not lucky enough to have equity in the home. Maybe you just bought it a few months ago and something drastically changed where you have to leave now. Well, your home probably didn't appreciate enough to be able to get you to even break even when you sell it, when you factor in realtor fees and whatever other fees associated with the sale of the home. So you may actually have to come to the closing table with the check to pay off your original loan. So you may be what we call underwater, and selling at this point, either you may not even be able to afford it, or B, it just may not make financial sense for you at this time to do so. All right. Another con with selling your home as opposed to renting it out is going to be the long-term investment of that property. Okay, real estate is a long-term asset. It's not like stocks where you buy and sell, within a matter of minutes at times. If you really want to have the true benefit of real estate, you hold on to it for a long amount of time. All right, and what's going to happen is we just talked about earlier about appreciation over history. Over a long time period, real estate will appreciate, okay? So whatever you bought it at today, if you hold it for 30 years or however many years you want to hold it for, more likely than not, the price of that real estate is going to be higher than when you had originally purchased it, okay? Another benefit of not selling your home, or I guess a con of selling your home, is going to be any cash flow that you may earn if you rent it out, okay? So if you sell your home, you no longer can obviously rent it because you're done with the property. But when you're renting it, if the market rent is higher than whatever mortgage payment you have, or maybe you don't even have a mortgage payment, so whatever rent comes in, that's just monthly income that you can add to whatever other income that you have going on. Or if you're retired, you can obviously just use that towards your retirement fund. Or again, in addition to that, down the road, if you're looking long term and you want to keep it as a supplement for your retirement, obviously if you're 30 years away from retiring right now, then you can keep renting it out for the next 30 years if you have a 30-year mortgage. have the tenant pay your mortgage for you, and then at the end of 30 years, whatever rent you're collecting at that point, which, by the way, the rent should be higher 30 years from now than what it is now, you can then obviously put that full amount towards your retirement and live off that. So those are the pros and cons of selling your home.